guys, this is Kris.
And this is Colin from Create Industries. And
this is the last episode? Sorry,
take
we're
it
over. This is the last episode, episode 4 for our Creators React.
Yes.
This is the Essential Mech episode. Colin, please take it away.
Yeah, no worries. So Seth, age 10 from Edmonton. We've got a Firefighter mech. That is the title of it as well. So what we have here is a Firefighter on top of the mech. Again, very exosuit. He's got his golden Firefighter helmet on. It's the shiny version, like in Pokemon. He's got 2 wheels for controlling. That's actually interesting. Besides levers, he actually used wheels for controlling it, which is definitely interesting. He's used nice, large feet pieces to be able to give it good stability. Again, if you're building mechs, all the joints and the ball joints and other movable parts, stability can be pretty tough. But he's got a giant hammer, or no, it was an axe, sorry, described in his video as the axe here, and then he's got a water cannon on the other side. And in the first video, or the first picture, it showed him, I think, rescuing a guy from a burning building by spraying it down with water. But other than that, we have, again, the back hose, which just shows where the water comes from. A really cool build, again, yellow and red, so pretty telltale that it's a fire mech. But
this is a burning building.
This is a burning building, and that guy is getting out of there. So thankfully he made it, and hopefully there's no one else inside. At least there's a Firefighter mech to help him if there is.
All right, next one is Thijn, 14 from Germany, Firefighter mech. Like we said in the previous videos, Firefighters are a very popular one. When we thought of this, I know Firefighter wasn't the first thing that came to my mind.
It wasn't, but I didn't think of it.
Anyways, everyone thought of it before us. So the Firefighter mech, Thijn, if you guys know him, if you've seen all of our previous video, he does have a certain style. This is very simplified, it's straight to the point, it's very efficient, is what I've always understood from Thijn. He doesn't mess around. This is a mech, this is a mech suit, efficient, it's for mass production, it's for everybody. You have a hand of, what do you call it, like almost like a claw that grapples people. It's almost extended, and it also has a water hose portion to it, just right over there with the yellow part. And basically, yeah, it shows that it's grabbing a tree, it's grabbing some sort of structure that it can break, or just able to lift up heavy objects. So other than that, it's very efficient. This is probably one of the closest thing that we could see for the future. So Thijn, thank you for always building and submitting, and thank you for this Firefighter mech.
Next, we have Thomas, age 7. This is the robot police mech. So, going with color themes, a nice blue for a robot police mech. This one's interesting because it has a very large cockpit area.
Right.
Big glass. It's big enough to fit the minifig as well as his trusty canine, which is super awesome. We've got the lights flashing on top in the blue lights, and then we have the left-hand block, or the block on the left hand here. Is this for
maybe a cage?
Smashing, either through smashing through things so you can get to the bad guys, or like you said, it might be a container of some sort.
Right.
If you can leave some information, Thomas, in the comment section below, that'd be really great. Otherwise, really great color scheme, and great mech build, something unique that we definitely haven't seen before.
All right, next one is Valter, 18 from Italy, mining and exploration mech. So that's very interesting because I guess those things are still happening while things are I'm not sure if that's considered essential, but I mean, we didn't think of it, so maybe it's just one of those things that it is. It is definitely a wonderful build. You do have the classic orange. You do have all these ball joints, so it really reminds me of Ghost in the Shell. Like a classic, what is that, Takomachi, or?
Yeah, the little
tank mechs. I'm not sure, but it's really well done. I like the fact that there's somebody that can go in it. You can clearly tell that you have some control panels, holographic control panels, where the person can hop on board. I think those parts are, I'm not entirely sure what those pieces are from, but it's very unique.
L-shaped large pieces. It's really unique. Cool. I don't know what that's from.
I want those parts.
I know, those are really nice. And
they have really cool.
Lots of places for clips.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's very simple. It's very pretty much like conveys the message. This is a construction mech. It's going deep down. You got the lights, and it's got wheels, so it's very efficient. And those ball joints are very flexible, so it could be something that can just handle all types of terrain. So thank you, Valter. Very good job. And yeah, thanks for your submission.
Next we have Vicky, age 39, from Edmonton. This is the Med Mech. And so this is like a humanized representation of medical personnel. It's got very human features. It's got a stethoscope on its neck. The fingers are levers, but maybe each one of them has a different like vaccine or medicine inside of them, so depending on what it needs, it can just like change its fingers. That'd be pretty interesting. It'd also be super scary if that thing came at you with all its needles. But a cool build. A lot of plates in this one, so it kind of looks very much like a less like that futuristic-y sort of mech with all that detailed greebling, and a much more like Vicky's trying to represent shape here. So we've got the 4 plates just snotted out to make it look like legs, so on and so forth for the arms and stuff. So it's a really cool way to build. Definitely a little bit different from what we've seen, but really good in its own unique way.
It does look like a bear, so what if she was trying to convey fuzziness?
Maybe.
Right? Because like we've seen a lot of builds where it's smooth, because metal is smooth.
It might be textured.
Yeah.
I agree. That would be really, really cool if that was the case. It also has a mask on, which is great to see. It has the blue mask over top, and then it has the cross simplifying the medical field, basically, nurses and stuff. In the video that Vicky sent us back there, where there's a red part, that's where the pilot is in there. Yeah, Vicky did show us that. I actually forgot about that. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, no worries. So there's the pilot right there. You can see him right in the forehead. Next one is Vitanyi from Hungary, age 15, GAMS M-1, grade A master surgeon model 1. Look at the hands. That's the first thing I saw. Like, those are scary hands, but it's very versatile where it's got everything you need. So basically, like, this surgeon just needs one arm to, like, almost like Edward Scissorhands, fix everything that's everything wrong with you, and off you go. It is a grade A master surgeon. You notice with the build that he's operating on somebody right now. It does have that classic stethoscope. I don't know what they're actually called, like in the old doctor. I know, what is
classic?
That? Like that metal thing that's on their what is that?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's to reflect the light and bounce it into.
Oh, it might be.
I'm not sure. I really have to look that up. Exactly. But yeah, it's got that white lab coat feature. It's dark gray to emphasize what do you call it? Like mechanical, and it's also got giant lights because you do need lights to see when you're operating. You never know when the power goes out, and when you're working on somebody, So basically, the back has some hose feature to it. So basically, like if it needs to suck out blood, if it needs to give you some medicine, you know, it's like something that you see from a dentist. Very nice build, and it's very scary when I look at this photo where like I don't want a giant mech with like robot hands operating on me. Please make sure that this guy is actually out cold. Next one. Winston, age 7, from Calgary, netting the robber. So this would be a law enforcement mech. We have a robber who was stealing something. He's still got his jumpsuit on. He's got the black and white. Oh yeah, he's escaped. He's escaped. He went to go steal something else. We've got some giant sword on this mech. We've got a giant glowing yellow gem for an eye. And basically, if you're in this city, if you're in this town, I would not recommend trying to steal something. I would not recommend trying to rob something, because you've got this police officer, and thank you for changing this picture. It shows the it shows the pilot on the inside who is controlling this mech. Very cool build. Not overly complex. It gets to the point. This is something that's meant for business, meant for duty. It's out there every day on the streets, and it looks efficient. It looks like something that would definitely enforce the law. Nice. Good job. And now, last but not least, we have Yash from Edmonton, another regular builder that's come on board, and we have Dr. Ambu-bot. And basically, when I took a look at this, I really love the fact that it's very simple. It's a box with legs. I love this pose. It's so funny. It's so good. It's basically Colin Kaepernick kneeling and of course, you know, like protesting for, you know, what's happening right now. But it's basically like, if you need to get to from point A to point B, you got legs that could just run and tear it through the streets. You put your person that needs help and put them inside the Ambu-bot, and off it goes. And of course, like with legs versus wheels, legs are oftentimes, like especially with, you know, like science fiction, legs are able to do more things when they're mechanical, so they can jump through traffic, they can bounce off buildings, they could just go through.
That'd be an interesting ride.
Like leaps and bounds, exactly. Oh yeah, it's not going to be the smoothest.
But they can land and absorb the shock, where a wheel it just like kind of hits it. So.
And I mean, Yash is clearly depicting that. What do you think of the last one, Colin?
Yeah, Yash did a couple of entries, so this one is the grocery bot. So only one of two grocery themed.
That's true.
Unless you include the farmer, who is the first part of groceries, of growing them. But really cool, he's just got big old arms, hands that are just holding onto all these groceries. You can imagine through a pandemic, people are starving, they're struggling.
Yeah.
And this guy just shows up, he just lands in the streets. Although, I thought maybe he was going to be distributing food for free to the people, but he's got stacks of dollar bills. He's got stacks of dollar bills next to him.
Money.
He's making the money. He's taking advantage of the situation at hand. He's got a robot and he can deliver all the food necessary. I don't know if this guy's stealing this fish from him. It looks like he's got some people.
Like a robber.
Yeah.
What if that's a cop? That looks like a cop and that's a robber. Maybe there's a story in itself.
Maybe there's a bit of a story to it. Either way, pretty funny. I like the build overall. Very cool use parts. We actually got a sneak preview of these builds because we went to Yash's building studio to deliver his prizes, and so we got to see a little bit while he was still building. So it was really cool to see, and now it's great to see the finished products. But overall, great entries from Yash as always. A super solid and returning participant. It's always nice to see.
Thinking outside the box. Good job.
Definitely.
All right, well, that's it for all of our entries. We appreciate everybody that took part in our Essential Mechs contest. This is season 2, episode 3.
Yes.
We are wrapping up season 2 with one more build, so you guys will see that video coming up soon. And yeah, what do you think, Colin? How was it?
I think it was great. Super excited to see mechs. We were really excited and waiting for this. We knew from week 1 that we were going to do a mech one.
Oh, so good.
We just didn't tell you guys when it was going to be. So it was really great to see. We saw a bunch of new entrants from around the world. So that's always great. Again, if you guys like this, or if you guys are interested in seeing more of our content, especially for the new themes or any other contests that Creator Industries will be putting on, please like our Instagram as well as our YouTube page. Go down, hit the subscribe or the follow button, and thumbs up or like it so we know you guys are enjoying the content. And if you guys have any questions or anything, leave us a comment. We want to read them.
We read all of our comments, we reply to everybody, and we thank you for all of our subscribers. Currently, right now, we're about around 80. We want to reach 100. So if you guys can share this to all your friends, like, and just let us know what else we can do for the community. So that's it.
See you guys in the next video.
Bye, guys.
See ya.